Morning everyone, April 22nd, day 31, sort of 2:40 a.m. now. It took a bit of time to get out of the hotel. It's not too late for start, to be fair. I've just got a few extra things to do at the moment. So I've got to do my little bandage thing, and also sort of I'm putting some Vaseline on the heels of my feet, sort of on blisters and stuff. They don't seem too bad actually, but they're bothering me right now whilst I'm walking. Got some water. That's kind of my morning routine at the moment. Sort of walk just to kind of warm up a little bit. Try and neck a litre and a half of water. I drink like whilst I'm waking up as well. Like I'm trying to stay really hydrated, especially on the hotter days. Because I think it's a 38 degree today. So I've got a few backup plans. I'm not actually feeling 100% today. I was very close to sort of packing it in and not going out today. I was like, whoa, not sure I feel 100%. But I feel good enough to sort of get out on the road. And my thinking was, I had a little look this morning. I was like, there's a few hotels that are closer than 40. Ooh, see, this guy hasn't seen me. Nice. Pretty dangerous filming. But also, I'm keeping my eye out. There's a little path here, I'll get on the path. I was saying, so there's a few different places. So, there's one at like sort of 24k, and then there's another one at like 35k. So like, if the heat's getting too much, or if anything's just getting a bit too much, then I've got options. My thinking sort of this morning was just like, I'd like to get kilometers in, even if it's just like 10k. Like I want to just get some kilometers in, just get a bit closer, like even on the days I'm not feeling good, if I have say four days of not feeling 100% for the remaining trip, and I can do 10k on each of those days, it's like, that's a marathon, right? See what I mean? It's just like, keep chipping away, keep getting those kilometers in. Really rate the countdown here. Like, actually makes you feel less frustrated because you just know when it's gonna go green. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go. Go on, man! Holy shit. Besides that, it's like a wind turbine thing. Holy crap. Look at that big surfboard. Traffic is like seriously backed up. Like, because obviously they're going so slow, and there's like cars behind them slowing all the traffic down. You can see like, well, this traffic's kind of moving now, but it was basically stationary before. To be honest, it's actually quite nice, because often I just have like these huge, you can see all of them, like trucks, like lorries, buses, like absolutely flying past me. Oh, watch out for this lad. Oh, you see me. Absolutely flying past, and they always have such loud horns, and they're just like beeping at each other the whole time, and it's like, oh my god, man, relax. So it's quite nice actually having stationary traffic. Just going to share a bit of a mindset shift from my perspective, which is quite funny really, but it's just funny, I guess, the way things have turned out, like completely different to my initial ambition, and I guess that's part of it. Maybe you could argue I haven't trained enough, haven't done enough mobility exercises to not get this knee injury, and and all of these other things for my calf and stuff like that. And that's probably true. You know, I know some of the guys that do some of these runs, they train for like 5 years or whatever. Obviously I've been running for a long time, and then started taking training pretty seriously when I went out to Australia. But yeah, it's so funny in terms of my mindset shift, in terms of just like caring about each day and each marathon. Like I used to take, like at the start, I was kind of taking pride in sort of how quickly I was running. You know, like there was one day I did like a 5-hour marathon or whatever, and I was like, right, I can do that with the bag on. That's like quite impressive. And like I could just keep doing that. I was like, awesome, I'm just going to keep on doing 5-hour marathons with like a 12 kilo bag, and like that's respectable. And like obviously I think that's probably what caused my injury, was that I was running too quickly, and sort of overwhelming my body a bit with the weight and putting all that through my knee and stuff, and really I was getting my cadence up, I was doing all sorts of stuff to just go a bit quicker, and it was manageable, but obviously for not a long period of time. But yeah, my sort of mindset shift is just like completely almost just forgetting about my Strava followers and all of that sort of side of things. Like I'm just doing me. Whatever I can do is what I can do. Like I don't care about the stats at the moment. Like I might not even run a marathon today. I'm just like, it's gonna get up to 38 degrees. Like I don't need to run in 38 degrees and like risk getting sort of heat stroke or whatever, just so that I can get kudos for doing another marathon. So yeah, and it's also good for my whole mental as well, because like putting so much pressure on myself, like got to do a marathon today, you have to do it, like that's part of the mission, like have to do a marathon each day, you know, like oh shit. Yeah, like the original mission was to do 40 marathons in 40 days. Like I literally wanted to do a marathon every day, and maybe one day I'll do that. Probably not in Vietnam, maybe in England in spring. But yeah, anyways, what I'm trying to say is like, for me, it's I guess it's slowly just becoming more and more, as I said in the previous video, just about me. It's just like, Will, do what you can do, listen to yourself, and like all of that stuff around it is kind of irrelevant. Like I'm just gonna, you know, look after myself, and you know, for me, like the goal now is just to finish. And you know, I wake up every day and I don't know whether it's possible, you know, like I always have that anxiety of like, is my knee just going to blow out and actually like a damage a tendon to the extent where like I actually can't walk, and so I can't do Ks. Like I literally, even if I'm like 20k away, I reckon if I was 20k away, I'd get out a set of crutches. Like I would taxi to Hanoi and get crutches and do 20k on crutches. So get ready for that if that happens. But you know, if I'm like whatever 400k away and my knee blows out, like not sure I'm going to be doing 400k on crutches, to be completely honest. Maybe, but I think very unlikely. So yeah, just have that anxiety, I guess, of failure. But yeah, I don't know. I was also trying to, sorry, this is dragging on a bit, but also just trying to see like the positive in failure as well. Like for me, like I think that's like, I don't want to fail, right? Like don't get me wrong, like I really want to finish. But I also see the positive in like in failing. Like I think it would do me good. Be like, oh, you failed. Like how do you cope with that? How do you process that? And you know, do I just, as I said, I think in another video, like go into hiding, or do I just like embrace it and go, you know, that was me at my limit. And yeah, I guess that's one of the also exciting things but scary things, is like, how far can I push myself? Like could I literally be, you know, limping around just trying to get 10k in a day and just be like, I'm getting there. If it takes 40 days, I'm just going to do 10k of limping. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, trying to see the positive in that. But yeah, sorry, it's quite a long video. Also, just as a side note to my rambling, I do very much appreciate all of my Strava followers and my kudos and all the support from you guys, so respect. Thank you for that. But I'm also trying not to make that the one thing that keeps me going, because at the moment kudos is not enough when you wake up at 2 a.m. in a lot of pain with a cut and whatever else. So, but I do very much still appreciate it. It's pretty stunning at this time in the morning. So just on my third cup of ice, got a little bit at the hat and the top. Sort of the smaller bits are quite handy in the hat because they're too chunky. It can be a little bit uncomfortable, and then you can probably see got some there in the chest, and I got a load down the back as well. But yeah, as I say, it's the third round. It's freaking hot today. It's like there's no cloud coverage. Still relatively early, I think. What time is it? It is just after 9 o'clock. But yeah, it starts to really pick up. I think it's only maxing out at 36 today, so it's not awful, but it's still pretty damn hot. And then I think it's 31 right now, which I looked on my app and it says 31 feels like 34, and I was like, yeah, I reckon I could go with that. I could roll with that. Like, I think the humidity makes it feel a lot warmer. You obviously can't cool yourself down as quick, or as we found out, you can't do that. But yeah, ice is making a big difference at the moment. Like, I was almost feeling a bit funny before. I was like, oh, am I getting a bit too hot here? I was sort of jogging along, and then I just walked for a bit because I was like, wow, it's almost like too hot to run in this. But now I've got the ice, I could probably get a little bit of a jog on. It's the battle between not getting too hot by running too quick and also not letting the temperature get too high by, you know, getting the kilometers in too slowly. You know, like the longer I take to get my marathon in, the longer it's yeah, the further on in the day it's going to be, and the hotter it's going to get. I was thinking about stopping just before, but my sort of plan today is if I can get to this hotel, then tomorrow I should only have like 15k to, it's called Doha, which is like another sort of busy place. So I'm thinking tomorrow, almost taking like a rest day, where in the morning, don't wake up at 2, maybe wake up at like 4, and then just walk 15k or gentle jog. I'll probably jog actually, just to kind of test the knee out. I want to keep the knee moving. The knee seems to do better the more I use it, and so yeah, it's a test. Keep the knee going, but like almost like a bit of a rest day. Like, you know, an extra 2 hours in bed will be nice, and also 15k shouldn't take me too long to do, so then I can just kind of like get there. I might even sleep in longer than 4. I'll kind of work it out. I'd like to sort of run when it's cool, because it's a 38 degree tomorrow, so I'd like to run before it gets really hot. I don't want to be arriving in Doha too late. So like, either at like 9 o'clock now, but I'd actually rather be there before. I'd rather get there for like 8, so before it starts to get really like into the 30s. So yeah, that's my sort of thinking at the moment. It's like, I'm motivated to keep going. The more Ks I do today, the less I have to do tomorrow to get into the busier place. And then when I'm in that busy place, I can get like a decent hotel and just sort of chill out and do a full day of work, and then get back to it on Thursday. It's actually like disgustingly hot right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I've got bag of ice, which is my fourth round of ice, and I think it's probably been about 20 minutes since I had my last round, or a bit longer, maybe like half an hour, but it obviously melts pretty quick. But these are quite chunky ones, so I feel like they'll cool me down less quick, but they'll last longer. So there you go. It's a bit more of a a gradual cooling process. So we'll see how that goes. I was wondering why I sweat so much in the morning. I was just looking at the sort of humidity percentage sort of changing, and it seems like, I guess as it gets hotter, I guess maybe more of the, I don't know, water kind of goes up high, like it gets warm and then it shoots up into the sky and then it's less humid. But anyways, humidity's coming down, but then temperature's going up. But yeah, first thing in the morning, it's like actually like 90% or something humidity, and then it's dropping down. I think it's like 73% now. So I don't know whether that's like, I don't know how that is relative to other places, but 73 seems pretty high. And then like an hour ago, I think it was like 80 odd, which yeah, I guess is pretty high. And also I feel like I'm turning this into like survival with Wayne in the heat. But I'm now, as you can see, got my shirt tucked in, basically so that all of the kind of water that's melting on my body now sort of like, just rather than dripping sort of out onto my feet or whatever, kind of just drips through my whole body, which is a tiny bit uncomfortable, but that's good. I feel like the more of me that's getting cold water, the better, really. Right, we're done in the baking heat. It is hot now. I just sort of checked in, kind of when I finished. Yeah, sort of going straight in and see the guy and just double check there's actually room here, because before I've sort of thought I was finished, and then go in and like I'm like buzzing, I'm like, oh, I'm done now, and then go chat to the guy, and then like no room or whatever. But yeah, sort of chat to the guy, room here, paid him, all sorted. But yeah, we're done, which is awesome. I've got this little balcony thing. I think he's giving me one of the nice rooms, man. And this place is pretty cheap. It's 250,000, which is like decent. I think the place I stayed last night was 350. Wasn't as nice as this. This is like sort of bed. Got like a little space to work or whatever. Bathroom in there. Stand up, like the roof is. It's a massive room. Like it feels huge. Can't really tell on camera. But yeah, feeling surprisingly all right. Like, sort of, it's like I'm actually at a good stage. Like it was really tough when I was walking and it was hurting with blisters, whereas now I've been given the opportunity to do both running and walking, so I can kind of distribute sort of my knee pain with the blister pain and sort of go from bit to bit. Like it sounds ridiculous, but it's actually really quite nice, like being able to go between them. It's like, you know, I walk for a bit, which is nice because obviously, you know, walking is using less energy, and then sort of my heels start to like hurt, like the blisters start to hurt, and then I'll like run for a bit, and then my knee will sort of go, and then sort of walk for a bit. But now feeling all right. I felt awful this morning, to be completely honest. I actually I had a hotel at sort of 35k, and I was like, I'm just gonna make it to there. Well, I also looked at a hotel at 21k and it had awful reviews, and I sort of got to that point and I was like, do I really want to stay here? Like, it's got really bad reviews, it's probably gonna be disgusting. And I was like, like when I woke up, I wasn't even sure I could do 10k. I don't know whether it was the jab. Like, I actually felt like all right at the moment, but I had like, my nose was a bit blocked and I didn't feel 100%. But yeah, managed to smash it out today. So I got a marathon in and then a bit of walking to sort of get here, which is not too bad. But yeah, I don't know what day is it again? It's day 31, so we're getting there. And I'm in a good location now, and I think it's maybe like 20k to sort of the center of town tomorrow. So I think I'm not gonna rest tomorrow, but I'm gonna have a bit more sleep because I think I need a bit more sleep. Like this morning, I'm almost sleeping less because I'm dreading the fact that I'm not gonna get that much sleep. It's like waking up 2, I can't get to sleep till like after 6. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get less than 8 hours. And then like I wake up at midnight like, oh my God, I've only got 2 hours sleep left. And then I can't sleep during those 2 hours, and it's just ridiculous. Whereas now, like, it sounds bizarre, but for me, like, waking up at 4 a.m. actually sounds amazing. Like, extra 2 hours, just like get a really long sleep. I think that's when I'll wake up. I'm gonna look at exactly how long I think it'll take me and what the temperature is. It's the hottest day tomorrow, so I really don't want to be in that heat. But yeah, as I say, shorter run tomorrow, check into somewhere nice, there'll be nice food in the town, sort of have like a semi-rest day. You wouldn't think I could run at the moment. I'm like walking with a bit of a limp. I'm not sure if that's infected or not. I'm a little bit worried about it. Fortunately, I only have to limp 100 meters to the restaurant. Don't know what the advice is. Like, I've been putting iodine on it every night, every morning, after I shower. And I try and keep it as clean as possible during the day. Sort of, yeah, just like put a bandage on it whilst I'm running. Try and make sure bandage stays on tight. So, you know, because obviously there's quite a lot of dust around here and various other things. So I just really try and keep it as clean as possible whilst I'm running. Make sure these bikes don't take me out. So yeah, I'm trying my best to keep it really clean and bandaged up, and then I try and let it air for a bit, so I'm sort of just letting it air at the moment, and then whilst I'm working today, I just leave it to air to kind of, oh, you bastard. Yeah, just to let it heal. But I don't know. Don't really know what the best option is. I really hope it just scabs over as soon as possible, really. But it's hard because obviously when I'm sweating and stuff, I don't know whether it makes it wet, and then the bandage gets wet, and then it's just like irritating the skin that's trying to heal over. So I do not know. Turns out that place isn't open, and I've just walked all the way down there and there's nothing. And I was chatting to a guy and he was like, oh yeah, it's like a couple of kilometers down there, and it's like, I'm not walking 2 kilometers. Like, that takes me like 20 minutes, maybe, probably longer, like 25 minutes. And then, like, especially when I'm limping along like this. So that's an absolute nightmare. So yeah, I'm just gonna like go back to the hotel and then speak with the guy there, and I might have to see if I can get a taxi into that village. I'm not walking all the way there and then walking all the way back. It's just way too much, man. And it's hot. It's like 37 degrees now. So I'm just gonna sort of wander back to the hotel in the aircon and make decisions. I make decisions in aircon, not out here. I mean, you see, I'm sweating just like walking along here. Just have a shower. Come on, man. So yeah, it's actually one of the worst I've had. Often there's at least like one tiny little place that just does like some noodles and sort of shaved beef or a bit of chicken or something. I don't think there's actually anything here. It's just like a bit of like a, I don't know, like the outskirts of town sort of thing. It's not even like a village. Like, often I'll end up staying in a hotel that's like surrounded by a village or something, and they always have like somewhere to eat. But yeah, this has nothing. Nightmare. I feel like that guy off what's it called, the Bosch guy, was like, someone order Chinese. He just opens all his boxes. Got this massive thing here, so I've got like, I think I've got like 3 of those, 3 rice, and then some other little meat box thing. Yeah, there's more in there, and then what's in this other one? It's rice. If there's any other surprises, I'll show you. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have all of that for lunch, but I will have quite a lot of it and then save some for dinner.